Welcome to Dion Taylor Speaks. Today, I want to talk about the joy of relying on God. It's a, it's not a chore. It's a joy to rely on God. Wouldn't you say it's a joy? If I ask you, is anything too hard for God? No. That's the first thing I ask people when they're going through a problem. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Is anything too hard for God? So let's look at it. Today we're going to be in, this is from Psalms 13 and 5. It says, but I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. That's what Jesus said. He said, don't rejoice because you were saved. You don't look, I know don't rejoice always. We rejoice a lot in our blessings and what we're gonna get and things like that. But can you imagine you get to go to heaven? How awesome is that? And we can get so stuck with a worldly mind down here thinking with a worldly mind that we forget the Bible describes to us what heaven is, how heaven is, and what's going on in heaven. So let's see, in light of the scripture above, just begin to ask yourself, what are you trusting in God for or leaning on God for today? What are you trusting and leaning on God for? See, your emotions and your thoughts are helpful clues to what you think about God. People never know about that. If you are stressing all the time, if you go into trouble all the time, see, and that's why a lot of people, when they depend on God and their faith is strong and everything, a lot of times people won't think you have any problems whatsoever. They'll think, oh, they're good. They're good. They don't never seem like they need anything. But it's just that the trust in God is so heavy and so deep that it's pretty much hard for the outside to see because he said, I'll give you peace that look passes all understanding. See, in your emotions, they can do that. If you stressed out about a problem, word to me, that let me know something's going on. Something I'm not, and the first thing they say is I don't have enough faith. But a lot of times it's not necessarily because we got all a certain amount of faith. Jesus said we all put with a certain amount of faith. The issue is how do you exercise your faith? What are you doing with it? Are you going into scripture? Are you going to the word? That's why he said constantly remind yourself. See, it says, look, they provide the evidence of life, look, of faith or a life of attempting to get by on your own. And most of the times you feel it when you trying to get by on your own. I got this. I just say that we got to make this happen. I got this. And most of the time you stressed out. You going through stuff. You emotional wreck. It's dealing with your emotions. You hollering. Things are going on, and it's really hard for you. See, while following Jesus, Jesus never assures you of a smooth self. Jesus never said this going. He said, matter of fact, he said, in this world you're gonna have tribulations. He said, look, but faint not. Don't worry about it. Faint not. Look, for I have overcome them all. So if he has overcome them all, that means it's finished. It's done already. So although this problem or this situation may be in front of you, God has already fixed it. And I tell a lot of people, a lot of us worry and stress and oh Lord, but the Lord came through at the last minute. But yeah, how awesome is that? If you could have had so much joy waiting on it, but you got stressed out so much that now I got the joy that I want. So I want to. It just says, look, right? It says, you're assured of God's presence based on His mercy for you. God's mercies for you is new every day. It says, look, if you aren't joyful today and find yourself stuck in look in despite and despair, look, it could be that you're trusting in yourself to earn God's mercy. A lot of us sit there when we go, oh, I'm a tithe. I'm going to start going to church. I'm going to start doing this. God, this is not an exchange. God says my faith and my grace is sufficient. Look, he said that's free. That's free. See, so you can never say, I did this, Lord, so do that. I did this. But we used to a worldly mindset. I got to do this. And don't let nobody tell you there's some things we do because we get it's because we done something wrong. And those are repercussions. But then some things we do, listen to me, Some things we got to understand is this: the enemy attacks us because there are agents in the evil presence, things like that, that are assigned to do you harm. So why? Because God has a mission on your life. And when God has a mission on your life, the enemy has to do whatever he can. He don't care if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, he don't care. He's gonna do everything in assignment that he can to hinder you from doing that work. So continue to be great. Continue to do what God put you here for. And when challenges come, get in his word, get in prayer, and know that he's already overcome them. God bless you. Thank you so much.